So another way that we can do oscillations is actually to just bounce. So if you find, first of all, your centered position, so really let your feet just relax into the ground. Give yourself a minute to be on the ground. And I often use this phrase, floor is not lava. It's not like burning the soles of our feet and we're desperate to get off and we barely want to touch it. We can totally be on this ground. So just floor is not lava. And let any tension go from your pelvic balls. Often we find we're really gripping through our butt especially. Just let that go a little bit so that then you can access any real core control that you might want to add in a little while. But mostly at the moment, we're letting the system down regulate. So actually it's a letting go phase. And you might find that very quickly that starts to change your breath. You've noticed that I put my hands on one on my tummy, one on my chest, so that I actually put myself back a little bit into my heels. So I'm not way back here, but I'm definitely not on the balls of my feet, because also the balls of my feet immediately means that I'm moving forward, I'm alert, and also it brings up all this extensor pattern and there's tension through the back line, and that again is more of a tension indicator, it's an action indicator, and we're going the opposite to that right now. So let yourself be back for a minute. Soft knees and just bounce, and you'll notice that as I start this, I'm still like quite rigid in my neck, I'm looking straight ahead, and my shoulders are quite tight. I'm going to start to let that go. So I'm just going to flump a little bit. Oh, what was that program with the two teenagers, Kevin and something? That's what I feel like. I feel like Kevin. You don't have to keep this movement. You can kind of just start with that movement side to side, like I'm doing here, or you can kind of get to one place and just kind of stay there. And it's almost like you're just asking a question of what wants to arise from the system. What information are you going to get about where your body and your tissues want you to move to? And often something will arise and it will take you into this kind of weird spiral, right? This moving, and it's almost like your fascia kind of knows where you need to just get into the corners and release them out a little bit more, and then you can go back to your bounce. And you might want to stay in your bounce, and that's the real oscillation part, and it's maintaining its own energy. But as you kind of listen and inquire and let something arise, it gives you the chance to create a change in your fascial and your nervous systems, okay? So that's the bounce. That is the oscillating fascial bounce.